Hello, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Kat. I am the nurse flipper. I am a full-time nurse, also a mom with a 2-year-old at home. I have older children as well, but they are not still at home, and a part-time eBay reseller. So I say part-time, but I put probably full-time hours into it. So this is going to be another high what sold video, and I actually had 40 items sell over $50 in the month of December for a total of $4,000 in sales. So I am going to show you those 40 items so you know what to look for to make high sales on your eBay. So let's take a look. All right, guys, so we had $4,004, and the crazy thing is that was 43% of our sales in December, but it was only 40 sales. We had 299 sales, so only 13% of the sales were higher than $50, but they accounted for 43% of our income in December, which is crazy. So that shows you if you can find these higher value items, you can bring in more money, you can increase your average sales price, and you will just, I think, increase the overall income of your reselling. So first up, this is a set of 5 Tabletops Unlimited, which I believe is a Walmart brand. These are sunflower flower pattern. The name is Sunny, and these plates sold for $24.99, but shipping was $25. So the buyer was right at $50 all in on these 5 plates. These came in a barn buy. I paid $50 for everything in the barn. I am over the profit. So look up patterns when you see plates that stand out. Some of even solid colored plates, if they're heavy, like restaurant type ware, sell for good money. So this was all profit, about $20 after fees. Next, I picked these golf balls up at the flea market. I paid less than $5 for these. They were new old stock golf balls. They were Wilson John Daly balls. They sold for $36 plus shipping. Again, buyer right at $50 all in. If you wonder why I'm showing you ones that the item plus the shipping equals $50, it's because I know a lot of people use a free shipping model, and I want you to know what the buyer was willing to pay for these items in total. Next is another right at $50 sale. This is an Outback Trading Company jacket. I got this for free from my friend Pepper. It is Sherpa, and it had like wild horses or stallions running on it, and it sold for $33.60 plus shipping. They were again right at $50 in, so this was a $30 profit. So if you have friends and family, let them know what you're doing, because they might give you this stuff for free and you make $50 sale on it. Next is a DVD set. This is it was a Borders exclusive Twilight set. It had 2 DVDs, plus it had 10 like photo postcards of Edward in it, and this sold for $40.50 plus shipping. The buyer is right at $50 all in on that. Next is a little snowsuit. So this is a toddler snowsuit. I picked this up at my local thrift store for $4.99. Sold for $34.99 plus shipping. The buyer was $49.99 all in, and this was about a $28 profit. It was LL Bean, which is a great brand to look out for, and snowsuits as well. A good thing to keep in mind is that I list all types of clothes all year round, and I also list holiday items year round. As far as your clothing, it is cold somewhere all the time and it is hot somewhere all the time. So if you offer international shipping, then you have this wide market. But even if you weren't offering international shipping, people are traveling and going on vacations in places that have different climates than we do right now. Up next, this is a hat I picked up for $1 at my little local flea market, and it is Brooks and Dunn. The color block items in hats and jackets and shirts seem to sell very well. This was a black and white pattern one. Sold for $31.20. It went international. That's what made this over a $50 sale. Shipping was $20. So the buyer was $51.20 all in. And we made very close to a $30 profit on a hat. Next was a garage sale find, which is why I'm saying I definitely want to get out to some garage sales, because you can pick this stuff up at garage sales really cheap. And I think garage sales are the cheapest way to thrift. And this shirt is a vintage Hooters casino shirt that was in a box at a garage sale as a work shirt for $1. And this one sold for $39.99 plus international shipping. They were $52.99 all in. So you can see the shirt and this hat, somebody was willing to pay $20 in shipping to get them internationally. So if you're not offering international shipping, I would definitely start doing that. Next is another item from my little local thrift store. So it's kind of crazy. Most of these higher priced items are items I thrifted or got at garage sales. They're not my auction finds. Some of the higher ones that we are going to get into are from auctions, but a lot of these are from thrift stores and garage sales. So this pot I paid $4.99. It sold for $35 plus shipping. The buyer's $53 all in. This dark Corning pots and pans. I don't know about the baking items. Those might not bring as much money, but we made about a $28 profit on this double. It was a double broiler set. Next, another flea market pickup. I paid $2 for this at my little local flea market, and it's sold in less than a week. It is a turquoise blue Ansley teacup and saucer, and the buyer paid $40 plus shipping. They were $53 all in. So I made over $35 on a little teacup. Next, this was a 50-cent buy at a garage sale. This is a strawberry shortcake vintage toothbrush holder. Vintage strawberry shortcake stuff and other stuff like that does very well. So I paid 50 cents. It sold for $42.99 plus shipping. The buyer was $57 all in on this strawberry shortcake item, and I made a $40 profit on it, which is amazing. Up next was another, it was technically an estate sale, but really it was more like a garage sale. And I filled a bag full of stuff. I have way less than even $1 into this, and it sold for $39.99 plus shipping. The buyer was $59.99 all in, and I made over a $35 profit. It is C.E. Smith workwear, so coveralls, thick workwear, stuff like that sells really well and for good money. Up next, and I believe there are 3 of these in this list, so I will just show you a photo once. It was our case of CVS nasal mist, and we have 5 left, so we're pretty much out. We started with 210 cases, and these sold for $59.99 free shipping. I did pay $12 for shipping on Pirate Ship, and we made over a $40 profit on those. So if you look on HiBid, or even if you go to in-person auctions and you can find pallets with the same item, it is really great to have this multi-quantity listing that you only list it once and it sells over and over and over, and the profits just add up. So it's great. This was an estate sale find that I paid $2. Well, no, I actually paid $1 for this, and it is a gold etched Bavaria plate. This sold last week for $41.99 plus shipping. The buyer was $60.77 in, so over a $35 profit after fees. Plates are pretty easy, and most will go in the number 7 free USPS priority box. Not all plates sell well. A lot of the collector plates are very oversaturated, but stuff like this with the intricate gold edge sells very well. And then actually the next 2 items are also plates. So this was a Royal Doulton beautiful flow blue plate. I paid a couple dollars for this at an estate sale, and it sold for $45 plus shipping. The buyer was $61.78 all in, so a $40 profit on a plate. Flow blue, if it is real antique and vintage, sells very high, especially serving pieces. Up next is a set of two. These are collector plates. There are a few that do well. These are Gone with the Wind. I know Disney collector plates, some of them are rare, some of them are super saturated. So these two, I lotted them up to get a higher sales price. They sold for $35.99 plus shipping. The buyer was $62.99 all in. Paid less than $1 for these, so this is over a $30 profit on these. Then is another case of CVS nasal mist. Next, this I got, I want to say I paid $1 for it. It is a Betty Crocker cookbook. Definitely watch out for these. I got this at a garage sale. I got the Betty Crocker and Two Better Homes and Gardens cookbooks, and it sold for $59.99, free shipping, and I made over a $50 profit on a cookbook. So your red and white checked and this red Betty Crocker cookbook sell really well. There are a lot of cookbooks that don't sell well, but the red and white checkered ones, I would look them up and check them because a lot sell for over $50. Next was a flea market find. So this is a Japanese cloisonne. Somebody told me how to say it, but I still don't remember. This I paid $3 for it at my local flea market. It sold in less than a week for $49.99 plus shipping. The buyer's $65 all in. Cloisonne is a great type of item to pick up, and vases, trinket dishes, all kinds of different stuff in cloisonne, and this was over a $45 profit and sold very fast. Next is some blank media. So this is a lot of 10. We got these at a little garage sale that was like somebody set it up on the side of the road and had like their tables out, and I paid $5 for the box of 10. It sold for $42 plus shipping. The buyer was $65 all in. We made about $35 profit. So a lot of blank media, both VHS and cassette tapes, can sell very high, and the little tapes for the video recorders as well. Up next, this is a tea set. So it was the teapot, the sugar, and a creamer. I paid $5 for this at an online auction, and it sold for $45 plus shipping. The buyer was $68.15 all in, and we made close to $40 profit on that. Up next is another thrift store pickup. So there are a lot of thrift store pickups, which really makes me want to get out and go to the thrift stores and flea markets a little bit more. So this is Old Country Roses by Royal Albert. Amazing pattern, and you're gonna see another item higher up on these sales. So these three glasses and the serving piece you will see coming up, I paid $20 for both of them. So $10 into the set, and they sold for $50 plus shipping. The buyer was $68.99 all in on those, and we made about $37 profit after fees. And this is crazy. Brad keeps getting these offers for free stuff off of YouTube and Google, and it's like you get it free if you sign up for a trial for whatever. And this we sold new sealed, and we just canceled the trial, and it sold for $60 plus shipping. The buyer was $70.90. So we paid nothing for this. Google sent it to us for free. So this was about a $55 profit on a free item. So if Google and YouTube send you free offers, I would take them, get the stuff, and cancel the little membership thing. Next, an online auction buy of dollhouse furniture, and I actually have more of this I need to list, and it can be really good money. Tomy is the brand of this, and it was very mid-century modern looking, and I paid less than $5 for this. It sold her $59.99 plus shipping. The buyer was $74 all in, so right at a $50 profit on this dollhouse furniture. Dollhouse furniture, Barbie furniture sells really good. Not always high, but some of the Barbie stuff can sell high, so I would keep an eye out for doll furniture. This is a vintage mahjong set. I was hoping to get more for it than I did. I paid up for this, so I don't think this was a very high profit, but if you found this at a garage sale or something cheap, it would be a great pickup. And this one sold for $59.99 plus shipping. The buyer was $74.99 all in. And like I said, I don't think I made very much. I paid too much for this. Next is another item from that estate sale that we filled bags, so less than $1 in. This is Dr. Ho's Pain Relief, and it was like a belt that you wore. I don't know. It was new in the box. New old stock stuff. Check it out. This one sold for $49.99 plus shipping. The buyer was $76.99 all in, and we made over a $45 profit on that. Up next, this is Franciscan Apple. Great pattern by California Pottery to keep an eye out for. So these were for lunch plates. They sold for $47.99 plus shipping. The buyer was $78.10 all in. With a lot of this breakable stuff, the shipping seems high because the plates are heavy. So these plates probably weighed 7 pounds. So the shipping is quite a bit. So we paid less than $1 a piece. I got these at a little local thrift store. They sold for the $47.99, so about a $40 profit on 4 plates. And this guy went to China, of all places. I don't understand why some of this stuff sells for what it does, but it does, and it does repeatedly. So this is a giant giraffe plush. It was Keltoy was the brand. It was 29 inches. I took a picture of it sitting in my chair, and it sold for $45 plus shipping. It was $58.95 to me, and I bet the buyers paid about $50 to eBay for shipping, so they paid $100 for the stuffed giraffe. And I picked that up at Goodwill for only $4.99, so that's about a $38 profit after fees. This is another thrift store pickup. This said Italy on the bottom, but it was not branded. It was a beautiful yellow mid-century modern canister. I paid $5 for it. It sold for $59.99 plus shipping. The buyer was $83.14 all in, and that is over a $50 profit on that. Next are the Better Homes and Gardens cookbooks I was just telling you about. These two I paid $2 for them at a garage sale. They sold for $80, free shipping, and we made over a $70 profit on 2 cookbooks. So keep an eye out for these. You will see the year on one of the first 2 pages, and the one that sells for the most money is the 1968 version. Next are some paintbrushes. So this was a $108 sale, and they got 2 sets of 2 different paintbrushes. So they got a total of 10 paintbrushes, and they paid $108. Grumbacher was the brand of all of these, so keep an eye out for Grumbacher paintbrushes. Even if they're used, these paintbrushes can sell for good money because artists get used to using the same paintbrush, and they will pay even if it is used. So this is about $100 profit on paintbrushes. I got these about a year ago. There was an estate sale that was online, and it was somebody who had a paint shop, and I got hundreds, probably over 1,000 paintbrushes, and I only spent like $200 total, and we were in the profit within a week. Up next was another garage sale pickup. I paid $10 for this cookie jar. It is Pepe Le Pew. Unfortunately, this got broke in shipping. The box got beat up really bad. His ear broke off, but the buyer was actually very cool and understanding, and they said they wanted him. He was still cute with a broke ear. I have filed a postal claim but haven't heard back, and they paid $90 plus shipping. They were $115 all in, so that's about an $80 profit on a cookie jar. So Warner Brothers or any character type cookie jars sell very well. Next is a Swarovski, and we are getting into some of the Swarovski stuff. This ornament I paid $20 for, and it sold for $135. So this was over $100 profit. This is a 1998 one. It did not have the box, but these still hold their value even without that original box. So I got this from an online auction, and I have been hunting Swarovski stuff lately because it's a really good brand to find and sell. Next, another royal Albert Old Country Roses. This was the other half of what I picked up at my local thrift store and had $10 in. This is a covered casserole dish and it sold for $135 plus shipping. The buyer's $165 all in, and we made over $100 profit on this one piece, and it sold in less than a week. Then we have another Swarovski item. This Swarovski item is a camel. It was in the box, and I did pay $50 for this, so I did pay up, but it sold for $150 plus shipping. The buyer was $175 all in. So after eBay fees and stuff, about an $80 profit. And the nice thing finding Swarovski in the box is they have the foam to go around them, and they typically ship very safely and you don't have to worry about them breaking. We do bubble wrap that original box and put some peanuts around it just to be safe, but they typically arrive fine. When I got them from the auction, they didn't even put peanuts. They like just threw the box in the box and they were all fine. Up next, this is a set of 15 books. I got this from an online auction as well. Was missing the number 2 one, and I bought it online from another eBay seller. These sold for $150 plus shipping. The buyer was $183 all in. I was about $50 in, so this is another one that's close to $100 profit on books. So with the older books, if you see them in sets, I would comp them. Up next, this is a $233 sale plus shipping. The buyer's $259 all in. They did pick up 2 Swarovski pieces from me, so I am about $70 into these pieces, so this was about $150 profit on the sale. One did not have the box. Oh, actually no, both of these had the box. One was a Swarovski Mickey ornament, beautiful piece, and then the other was a 2002 snowflake ornament, and I don't have the individual prices, but they paid $233.98 total, and I paid $37 for each of those pieces, so really nice profit on that. Another Swarovski item. This again I got at an online auction. I paid $40 for him, and he was missing his presents. It is a Santa Claus. He was missing the presents. I had an old rocking horse Swarovski that had been sitting in my eBay store and hadn't sold. I put him with the Santa Claus, and this sold for $245 plus shipping. The buyer was $278.20 all in on him, and we made close to a $200 profit on this little Santa Claus. So keep an eye out for those Swarovski items. We have 2 items left, guys. 2 items left. So next is another Swarovski item. I paid, I want to say like $45 for this. And this ornament sold in less than 12 hours for $250. The buyer was $282 all in with shipping. And it was a beautiful cascading ornament. It was a Marshall Fields exclusive with Swarovski. So whenever you see exclusive items, whether it's Swarovski or something else, if 2 companies do a collaboration, like this was Marshall Fields and Swarovski, so very limited, and I made a $200 profit on an ornament that was, it was like that big, but it sold very well. And the highest sold item for the month of December is a Mr. Christmas Nutcracker Suite. This was really cool, and if you saw it in my what sold video, I showed it had 4 scenes, the curtains opened and closed, and it had lights and music. And I did pay up. I paid $87 for this at an online auction, but it sold for $299 plus shipping. The buyer was $370 all in, and this did go international, and we made over a $200 profit. So that is it, guys. That was 40 items that sold for over $4,000 in December. Again, remember, this was only 13% of the items that we sold out, but it was 43% of our sales and very low quantities. So get your average sales price up. Keep an eye out for these high items. If you guys have high items you would like to share below with everybody else, please do that. And don't forget, tomorrow on Monday will be the members only live. So if you haven't joined, now's a great time. To all of my members, I will post a link in the members only community feed, and we will have a great time. And then on Tuesday, we have Roy and Kim from Arcade Treasure Center and Nick from A Hunting with Tripler on live on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I look forward to hanging out with you guys and seeing you on the live show. And I hope you have a great weekend. Bye, guys.